Being poor is a literal disease, and I do not tolerate it. I've also made myself immune to it. And the worst part is most of you don't even realize that you have it. I do not work with poor people. I do not allow the poor disease in my life. And before you get even more offended, let me tell you what I actually mean. Poor. Poor isn't even about money. Poor is someone who passes over opportunity repeatedly. They pray for growth, they ask for the next level, and when the opportunity shows up, when God literally opens the door, they don't move. They're given the solution. They literally have to take one step and they're in the room and they still hesitate, need to think about it. That's being poor. Think you're trying to do your best, but your results, they say otherwise. And I can say this because I used to live it. I kept saying I wanted more, but my life looked exactly the same. I wasn't actually moving, making different decisions for the difference or the more that I wanted. So I kept asking for the next level, but then refused to move when the next level showed up. That was not a money problem. That was a pattern problem and a poor ass disease. Loss feels twice as bad as gain feels good. So if you don't have anything to lose, guess what? You don't move. That's why so many of you say you want to scale your businesses, but you stay exactly where you are. You don't make the moves of someone who's actually scaling because you have no skin in the game. Think of it like this. If you make $20,000 or $30,000 months, that's good, but you want $100,000 plus months. Well, there's nothing that's forcing you to reach that next level. So it kind of just becomes a pipe dream. But if you go take out a loan, you've got to show up and make that money back and multiply it. And then you've got something on the line to lose. Guess what? That loss hurts twice as good as the gain feels good. You actually show up differently when you have skin in the game. And here's the real brutal truth. If you were going to do it on your own, you already would have. This is what happens when someone actually decides. These are my clients who invested, moved, and scaled. Boom. Here's a relief statement. I have seen women with a lot of money stay stuck because they hesitate and they have the poor disease. And then I've seen women with less move immediately and change everything. That's the difference. Not work with poor people. I do not allow the poor disease in my life. I operate and work with women who move when the opportunity is in front of them. Their actions match their words. So if you're ready, comment CEO if this sounds like you, and I will personally decide if you are actually set up and ready to scale your business. If not, I'll remove the bottleneck and get the correct structure rebuilt and the systems in place for you fast.